Hi, this is Ranjita Manda, Assistant Professor, Department of Economics, Biniyanga Government Women College, Kinahalagan, Arunachal Pradesh. Today, in this video, we will discuss about the topic price elasticity of demand. Let us discuss the meaning of price elasticity of demand. Price elasticity of demand means the degree of responsiveness of quantity demanded to a goods to change in its price, given the consumer income, his preferences, and price of the another goods. Precisely, price elasticity is defined as the ratio of proportionate change in quantity demanded caused by proportionate change in price. Now, we can calculate this price elasticity of demand using a formula. This price elasticity is calculated by percentage change in quantity demanded divided by the percentage change in price. Symbolically, delta Q divided by Q into 100 divided by delta P into 100. Here we get a formula of price elasticity, that is delta Q divided by Q divided by delta P into P. Now where EP stands for price elasticity, Q stands for original quantity, P stands for original price, and delta stands for small change. Now using this formula, we can practice one question to find out the price elasticity of demand. Suppose the price of a commodity falls down from rupees 10 to rupees 9 per unit. Due to fall in the price, the quantity demanded of the commodity increased from 100 units to 120 units. Then what is the price elasticity of demand? Now we can calculate this by using the formula we have discussed in the earlier slide, that is delta Q divided by P into Q. Here P is the initial price and this is rupees 10, and Q is the initial quantity demanded, which is 100 units, and delta P is change in price. We can find out by subtracting the earlier price into the current price. This is rupees 10 minus 9 is rupees 1, and delta Q is change in quantity demanded. We can find out this also by subtracting the earlier quantity and the current quantity, that is 120 minus 100, this is 20 units. Now we get the value. Now put the value in the formula, delta Q divided by delta P into Q. Now delta Q is 20, delta P is 1, P is 100, P is 10 and Q is 100. Now by dividing this we get this is 2 1, that means 2. That means the quantity demanded increased by 2% due to fall in the price by rupees 1. Now there are different type of elasticity of demand are there based on the intensity of the elasticity. That is, the first one is when the elasticity is equal to infinity. This is called perfectly elastic demand. That means a small rise in price results in a fall in demand to 0, while a small fall in price causes increase in demand to infinity. The demand curve is horizontal to x-axis. We will show in the next slide. And the second was when elasticity is equal to 0, which is called perfectly elastic demand. There is no change in demand while there is a change in the price. And the third one is when elasticity is equal to 1. That means unitary elastic demand, where the proportionate change in demand produce the same change in the price of the product. That means a 10% increase in the price would lead to a 10% fall in the demand of the product. Here as an example I have taken this 10 as a percentage. It is not mandatory. And the fourth type is when elasticity is greater than 1. That means relatively elastic demand. The proportionate change in demand is greater than the proportionate change in price of a product. For example, 10% increase in price lead to a 30% drop in demand. And the last one is when the elasticity is less than 1. Relatively inelastic demand. The percentage change in demand is less than the percentage change in the price of the product. That means, as an example, a 20% increase in the price lead to a 10% drop in the demand of the commodity. Now, this is the first the curve of the first type of elasticity. That is perfect elastic demand. You see the curve is horizontal to x-axis when there is no is so that there is no change in price but quantity demanded change accordingly. And this is a graph of figure of perfectly inelastic demand when the demand curve is vertical to y-axis, horizontal to y-axis. You see when the price here, you can see there's a change in price, but due to change in small or little change in price, there's no change in quantity demanded. That's why this is called a perfectly inelastic demand. And this unitary elastic demand, you see in the unitary elastic demand, as we know that the proportionate change in the demand and the proportionate change in the price are the equal. That's why the demand curve slope downward, just like in 45 degree slanting. You will see the this percentage change in price and the quantity demanded is same in the figure. And next one is the relatively elastic demand. That means here the elasticity is greater than 1. That means the percentage change in quantity demanded is greater than the percentage change in price. That's why this demand curve is little flatter. You see the quantity of demanded change is more than the percentage change in price in the figure. The last type is a relatively inelastic demand. That means when the elasticity is less than 1, there is a demand curve is little flatter than the earlier one. You see here, due to that here the percentage change in the price is more than the percentage change in quantity demanded. Now after that, there are certain some factors there which determine the price elasticity of a product. That means there are numbers of factors are there, but I have listed some up there. Let us discuss this. The first one is number of close substitute available for the consumer. That means larger the substitute, more elastic will be there, elastic of the commodity, and less if the commodity have less substitute, there's a less elastic. And the price of product in relation to total income. Now more price, that means more elastic. Low price means less elastic. Degree of necessity and luxury, that means nature of the product. If the commodity is necessity, the commodity have less elasticity, and if the commodity is a luxury commodity, it have more elasticity. And next we have number of uses of the commodity. The number of uses of the commodity also define the elasticity. That means when the price of such commodity increase, then it is generally put to only more urgent use, and as a result its demand fall. When the price fall, then it is used for satisfying even less urgent needs and demand rise. Just like for example like electricity. Now the complementary between goods. Now there's a negative cross price elasticity between the complementary goods. As the price of one good increase, the demand of the other goods decrease. And the time and elasticity. It is always related to a period of time. It can be a day, a week, a month, a year, or a period of several years. Elasticity of demand varies directly with the time period. Demand is generally inelastic in the short period, and it's happened because consumers find it difficult to change their habit in the short period in order to respond to a change in the price of the given commodity. However, demand is more elastic in long run, and it is comparatively easier to shift to the other substitute if the price of the given commodity rise. We can conclude this topic of price elasticity demand. Like in the conclusion, we can discuss the uses of the price elasticity demand. This price elasticity demand is used to determine our price policy. If we know the price of the commodity, we can determine the price policy. And price discrimination, then shifting of tax burden, we can shift the tax burden if we know the price elasticity of commodity. Taxation as subsidy policy, here also if we know the price of the commodity, we can likewise accordingly we can fix the tax, and we can subsidize the commodity as per the price of the commodity in the market. Importance in international market, this price policy is also very important in international market. And determination of sell policy for supermarket, and this is also important. That means price is the main tools which determine the policy of the super policy in the supermarket. Now it's help to determine the price of joint supply product also, and it also help public utilities. These are the some uses of the price elasticity of demand. I have listed here, you can add more. Thank you. Hope you have learned some things or know something about the price elasticity demand from my video. Thank you.